The platoon of soldiers, hailing from the year 2300, had been sent back in time to prevent a rogue scientist from altering history. The jungle's thick foliage was alive with the sounds of unfamiliar creatures, setting their nerves on edge. They had trained for combat against other humans, but nothing could have prepared them for what was about to unfold. The first dinosaur they encountered was a Tyrannosaurus rex, the king of the Cretaceous period. Its thunderous roar shook the ground beneath them, echoing through the ancient forest. The creature's eyes, filled with a primal hunger, locked onto the intruders as it began its approach. The soldiers' leader, Captain Castellanos, barked orders for them to stand their ground, weapons at the ready. "Steady, soldiers," Captain Castellanos said calmly into his radio. "Remember your training. These creatures may be from another time, but they're still just animals. Fire at will when you have a clear shot." The soldiers, though visibly terrified, obeyed. Energy bolts and plasma rounds pierced the air, painting vivid streaks as they collided with the T-Rex's scaly hide. The T-Rex didn't falter. Instead, it charged with a ferocity that seemed to defy the very laws of physics. The platoon held their ground, firing a barrage of futuristic ammo at the beast. Each shot connected with a loud thud, but the dinosaur was unfazed, its rage only growing with each passing moment. In the chaos, one unlucky soldier was sent flying by the dinosaur's mighty tail, landing several feet away with a thud. Despite the fear coursing through his veins, he managed to get back to his feet, adrenaline pushing him to continue fighting alongside his comrades. Seeing that their standard-issue weapons weren't making a significant impact, one of the more daring soldiers, Corporal Rodriguez, loaded a high-explosive round into his shoulder-mounted rocket launcher. He took a deep breath, aimed for the T-Rex's head, and fired. The rocket streaked through the air, a fiery comet aimed at the T-Rex's skull. The creature's pupils dilated, realizing the danger at the last second, but it was too late to evade. The explosion was deafening, a fiery blast that engulfed the dinosaur in a cloud of smoke and debris. When the smoke cleared, the T-Rex lay on the ground, a smoldering carcass. The soldiers let out a collective sigh of relief, their ears ringing from the blast. But the victory was short-lived as the forest grew eerily silent, and they knew that this was not the only creature they would face in this timeline. With newfound caution, the platoon moved deeper into the jungle. The silence was now broken by the distant cries of other prehistoric beasts, hinting at the battles yet to come. Captain Castellanos knew that they had only just begun to unravel the mysteries of this ancient world, and the fate of humanity rested on their shoulders. As they approached a clearing, they found themselves surrounded by a veritable menagerie of dinosaurs. Some grazed peacefully on the vegetation, while others watched them with cautious eyes. The soldiers took a moment to appreciate the beauty of these creatures before their mission came back into sharp focus. A glimpse of a distant figure through the trees caught Captain Castellanos' eye. It was the rogue scientist, Dr. Kravich, the one they had been sent to stop. He was working on a device that could cause catastrophic ripples in time. The platoon had to push aside their fear of the unknown and press on, for the future of their world depended on it. The soldiers advanced through the dense jungle, using the cover of the foliage to stay hidden from the curious dinosaurs. They were now on the hunt, stalking their human prey with the same focus and determination that the predators of this era had honed for millions of years. But the jungle had other surprises in store. A velociraptor, a creature known for its intelligence and pack hunting tactics, had snuck up on them. Before the soldier could react, the raptor was on him, its teeth bared in a silent snarl. The soldier managed to spin around and fire his weapon, the shot hitting the velociraptor and knocking it back, but not killing it. It screeched in pain, alerting the rest of the platoon to the danger. With the velociraptor's cry, the peaceful scene transformed into a battleground. The platoon formed a defensive circle, weapons pointing outward as more dinosaurs were drawn by the commotion. They had to protect themselves and find a way to complete their mission. Panicking, Dr. Kravich activated his time device. The air around him began to distort, a shimmering portal to another time opening up. The soldiers had to act fast before he could escape and change history forever. With no other choice, Captain Castellanos took a leap of faith. He charged at Dr. Kravich, tackling him through the shimmering portal. The platoon watched in amazement as their captain and the mad scientist disappeared into the unknown. The story continues with Captain Castellanos and Dr. Kravich in the throes of a desperate struggle across the fabric of time, as the remaining soldiers faced the daunting task of surviving in a world ruled by dinosaurs while trying to find their way back to the present to prevent any further damage to the timeline.